Bon dia a tothom, benvinguts a la roda de premsa del tècnic del Futbol Club Barcelona, Xavi Hernández. Comencem amb el torn de Barça TV. Marc Grau, sisplau.
Què tal, Xavi? Bona tarda.
Bona tarda.
Demà jugueu amb el Villarreal, l'equip...
Good afternoon, Xavi. Tomorrow you face Villarreal.
Ja t'agrada també després de la derrota contra...
After the defeat against Real Madrid, do you like to face such a tough team like Villarreal? And which kind of game do you expect?
Bé, rival complicat.
A really tough rival, one of the most difficult teams in La Liga.
Perquè juguen molt bé futbol.
We admire them a lot because they play really good football.
És un rival camaleònic que et pot defensar.
They can defend
I que de cop i volta t'apreta
with many players. They also can press well high up front, like they did in Villarreal last season in one of my best games as a manager. Emery is a fantastic coach.
Doncs han encaixat 3 gols.
They have conceded just 3 gols in defense. A physical team. I love how they play, and it will be really difficult. But after the defeat in El Clásico, we play again at home with all our fans. We have to play a good game and win the 3 points.
Què tal, Xavi? Ramon Salmurri de Catalunya Ràdio. Com es canvia la dinàmica?
How you can change this dynamic? Winning, having good feelings, training well, being positives.
Sobretot sensacions bones i fer un gran partit i aconseguir.
To have good feelings and win the 3 points. That's the best way to change our dynamic.
Hola, Xavi, Marta, Ramon de RAC1. Busquets ha quedat molt exposat en els 2 últims partits. No sé quina explicació.
In the last 2 games, there have been many comments about Sergio Busquets. Which kind of footballer do you need to be in that position in midfield? When we lose, all of us, we are criticized, and there are always 2 or 3 players that receives all these negative aspects, and also the manager. There are many possibilities, but Busquets still being a key player for us. He's the captain. He always helps us. Busquets and all captains. We have a great locker room. There is a great atmosphere, and everyone has a clear idea of what we have to do to win. That's why I believe that we will end with a successful campaign, as there is a great atmosphere and everyone goes in the same direction.
Hola, Xavi, què tal?
Hola.
Bon dia, Adrià Albets, en directe pel que t'hi jugues de Ser Catalunya. Es parla molt de l'estil del Barça.
Well, we talk a lot about Barca's style.
Sembla que es qüestiona molt, sobretot el moment.
And when Barca loses, it seems that the DNA is under question. Do you think that the team is playing how do you want? Yes, even losing at the Bernabeu 3-1 or against Inter, that we didn't achieve our objective. We are protagonists. We shoot many more times than our rivals. We play close to our box to press well high up front. That's my idea and our way of playing. Sometimes it works well, other times not, but we have to continue believing. I don't really know which debates are in the papers, but I just try to train well to improve and have good results. We have really clear our idea, and our footballers seems to be comfortable with this idea.
Recuerdo que en la previa del partido contra el Madrid se te preguntó, bueno, se te comentó que no jugaría Courtois.
In the preview against Real Madrid,
probarlo desde fuera. En cambio, visto el partido, en la primera parte creo que fueron un par de...
Courtois was not in Madrid's goal. Lunin played. Do you think that the team didn't try to test Lunin at all? Or what happened? Well, because Madrid defended really well. They love to run. In the counterattacks, in transitions, they defend really well, and they closed well our lines to pass the ball. We had the chances to get another result, and we didn't enjoy so many chances like other days because they defend really well.
recibir balones por dentro, teníamos que ir por fuera, ya cuesta más.
We tried to play from the wings because there were many players in the middle of the park. Madrid defended really well, that's why we didn't feel as comfortable as other days. We suffered, and we didn't attack as we normally attack. And we didn't enjoy as many chances as we want.
Elena.
Hola Xavi, buen día.
Hola,
Elena
buen día.
Condis, de la cadena COPE. Vimos a Laporta emocionado este lunes en París al ver cómo
Laporta
el trofeo Copa a Xavi. ¿Qué sentiste tú?
was really emotional after seeing Xavi as the best under-21 player in the world. Your opinion about Nagelsmann said that Bellingham or Musiala deserved more this award. Well, I want to congratulate Xavi and Alexia and Lewandowski. For me, it's a much-deserved trophy. Barça are alive, Barça are there. We are still, although not enjoying the best results, we are there. And of course, it's great to see our players to win individual trophies. Now we want to win the collective trophies.
Buenas tardes. Alejandro Segura, en directo para Radio Marca. Hablabas antes que cuando se pierde, cuando no hay buenos resultados, se señalan a ciertos jugadores.
Well, you have been talking that sometimes when you lose,
¿Crees que se está siendo injusto con Eric?
there are some players that are criticized. Your opinion about Eric Garcia?
Al futbolista, a todos, ¿no? Pero a Eric,
We value a lot all our footballers, but especially Eric Garcia. He's a great professional. He helps us a lot. And managers, we make the mistakes. Also, footballers make mistakes. Football is a game of mistakes, and our centre-backs can make these kind of mistakes as the way we play. But for me, he's a really solid defender, a professional in the locker room, and a reference. He trains always really well. We need to improve, all of us, in our individual performances, but I like a lot Eric.
Hola, buenas tardes, Xavi. Alfredo Martínez, Onda Cero. Decías hace unos días, antes volábamos.
Well, a few days ago, you said that the team was flying and not anymore now. After the defeat against Real Madrid, which are the main reasons to see that the team was not at the best form, and if are you worried about what the team has experienced in the last days?
Bueno, no me hace frenar ni detenerme, ¿no? Al final la situación del equipo es la que es, ¿no?
The situation of the team is not the best one. We started really well the season, and now we are not as good as the first weeks. Now I am concerned about tomorrow's game. We have to go step by step. We are there in the league, although losing at the Santiago Bernabeu, just 3 points below top of the league. Season is going to be really long when we need to continue. Try to identify our mistakes that made us lose the games against Inter and Madrid, and that's the only way to success. There's not many difference between a win or a defeat. It's just some details, sometimes to have a bit of luck, but we have to work hard.
Bon dia, Xavi. Francesc Latorre, en directe al canal Esport 3. A les últimes rodes de premsa han sortit paraules o expressions com que ens falta maduresa, o hem d'aprendre a competir, o estem en fase de construcció.
Well, in the last press conferences, you have been saying that the team needs to improve. The objective continues to be winning trophies this season. Absolutely, we have to fight for trophies. I said it in the Joan Gamper Trophy, and once again, I will say it again. Our main objective with our squad and with the feelings that I have is that, yes, we have to win trophies.
Hola, Xavi. Buenas tardes. Soy Basel de Sport, Xavi. En el último partido en el Clásico hubo jugadas que podían ser
There were some controversial moves in the Clásico.
¿Deberían protestar o llamar más la atención del árbitro?
Do you think that players have to complain to the referees or continue playing like they did?
A favor nuestro, ¿no? Pues no sé, al final hay un árbitro, mira.
Well, there is a referee. I was really angry against Inter.
Así que esto es un trabajo del árbitro y siempre intento
I always try to think that they are honest people, that they officiate in the best way they know. So I don't want to say anything else. Some controversial actions, and I always think that at the end of the season, more or less, everything gets balanced.
A ver si se equilibra.
Let's see if it gets balanced.
Hola Xavi, ¿cómo estás? Buen día.
Buen día.
Ya con la plantilla más rodada, con más tiempo de trabajo, ¿seguís pensando lo mismo?
Do you still thinking the same as in the summer about the new signings?
¿Cómo nos hemos reforzado? Sí, nos hemos reforzado muy bien.
Yes, we've signed really great players.
En los últimos partidos que
we suffered important absences in the last games, but we have a really good squad.
Ya le he dicho a tu compañero, ¿no? Que al final el objetivo es.
And the objective is to win trophies this season.
No hay que esconderse ni cambiar el discurso, es el mismo.
We don't have to change our speech. Although the draw against Inter and the defeat in the Bernabéu, we still have the same objective.
Hola Xavi, Ricardo Rosidi para el golazo de Golplay. Antes te he escuchado hablar de detectar los errores. Entiendo por las explicaciones que nos das que son errores de ejecución de lo que pasa en el campo, que la idea...
Talking about your mistakes, I want to ask you if
son corregibles o pueden llegar a afectar.
You can overrule this kind of mistakes or this can affect in the way of playing.
Bueno, no sé si he entendido bien la pregunta. Sí, son errores de conjunto a veces, sí.
Yes, we make mistakes, all of us, in defense, in attack, as a group. We also need to adjust tactically some aspects. We need to improve some situations to attack and defend better. We try to identify them, and we try to explain to our footballer how we need to improve.
Hola, buen día, Xavi. Jordi Blanco de ESPN.
Buen día.
Si el Barça fichara un medio centro en el mercado de invierno,
if Barça signs a holding midfielder in
Pjanic, y con todo lo que ha pasado,
the winter transfer market after leaving Pjanic,
al comienzo de la temporada no fue la adecuada.
we can say that the way of planning the season was not the best one at the beginning of the campaign. I don't think so. I think we planned well. We made some good signings. There is another window in winter, but we need to work every single day about talented players. But we are not really concerned about this right now. We are focused on Villarreal tomorrow, trying to win and change our dynamic. That's where we are worried about.
Hola, Xavi. Toni Joan Martí de Relevos diu molt que l'entrenador del Barça ha de conèixer l'entorn, sobretot quan les coses van mal dades.
The Barça's manager needs to know the atmosphere, the environment.
Això et dona un plus de serenitat.
Do you think that you have a positive point for you knowing really well the environment of the club?
Soc una persona bastant calmada, em considero bastant calmat, soc neguitós, això sí.
Well, I am a calm person. Also, I suffer some nerves, but I am a Barça fan, I am culé, and I'm not going to stop. We can be knocked out of the Champions League. We lost against Madrid, but I'm going to continue working really hard. It's not easy to change our situation, but I'm going to give my all to change our situation.
Treballaré, en tot cas, més i tot.
And I will work even hard.
Que aquest any l'objectiu segueix sent...
And this year the objective is to win trophies. We are in October, and we should fight for our objectives. This is a long path.
David Bernabéu.
¿Qué tal, Xavi? ¿Qué tal, Xavi? Buena tarde, David Bernabéu de Sport TV. Vamos a ver si soy capaz de planteártelo bien esto. No, a ver, si todos estamos de acuerdo en que hacer un equipo campeón y que controle todos los detalles para que pueda mirarle a los ojos al...
We agree that to make a big team,
si esto es un proceso...
It's difficult, but if the team are working and building this new project, why? We all say that we have to win trophies. Yes or yes, it's not a contradiction to say that we have to win titles when we know that the process is long and hard.
Pero es que tengo esa sensación, yo tengo que ser honesto.
But I have these feelings, and I have to be honest with the club and my players and my environment, with all the fans and members.
Creo que hemos hecho un equipo para
I really think that we have a team to
conseguir títulos.
win titles and trophies.
Y estoy aquí cogiendo la responsabilidad.
And I am here assuming my responsibilities. I am really excited.
A pesar de que
although I've suffered a lot this last week.
Tengo el móvil que parece que se me ha muerto un familiar.
Everyone sends me all my best wishes to my phone, and it seems that has died one of my relatives. But no, I have to be optimistic.
Esto es el Barça.
That's Barça.
No hay años de transición.
And we don't have years of transition. Last half of the season was our moment to order things, and this year,
Quizá la palabra no es obligados, ¿no? Pero
I don't know if we must, but at least we should compete after all the effort of the club, and I have to be honest.
consiguen, pues, como dijo el presidente.
And if we don't win titles,
Primero para mí.
there are going to be consequences.
Una persona muy natural, muy honesta y que
I am a natural person, and I want to face our problems
intento encontrar una solución.
and try to find solutions. I don't want to hear about excuses.
No, si aquí culpables somos todos.
We are all responsible, manager and all players.
Creo sinceramente que hay plantilla.
I really think that we have a good squad to win titles and trophies.
Vendrá otro entrenador y
And if we don't win, another manager will come and we'll try it. I just try to be natural with you as well.
Hola, bon dia. Xavi, aquí darrere.
Bon dia.
Anaïs Martí de La Vanguardia. L'any passat vas dir aquí diverses vegades que Busquets era un futbolista imprescindible per tu.
Well, last year you explained that Busquets was a key player and that you were worried about his replacement. He ends the contract after this season. Have you talked to him about his situation? And if you are worried about finding this replacement?
Bé, al final ell acaba contracte, això és una realitat.
Yes, he ends his contract, but we are just in October. We will see what happens during the season.
Si està a gust, si està feliç.
His way of playing, if he's happy.
És una decisió molt personal.
It's a personal decision. I decided
segons marxava la temporada, no?
During my last year, I had an offer to extend my contract, and I decided to leave. But we don't have a natural replacement in his position. Pjanic decided to leave. Nico also decided to leave.
Volia marxar. Doncs ara tenim opcions. Tenim el Frenkie.
Now we have more options. Frenkie de Jong, we can also test Frank, a centre-back in this position, but it wouldn't be the best recommendation. That's why Bus is so important in our squad.
Hola Xavi, buen día.
Buen día.
David Ibáñez de Mediaset. Decías que te echa humo el móvil, no sé qué te dice la gente, cómo te anima, y también has dicho que si no se ganan títulos, al final de temporada se pueden tomar
I want to know, people, what are you sending messages and which are the content of these messages?
En cualquier momento.
And if you don't win titles, do you think you will have to leave? Absolutely, at any single moment. My job is risky. But in the streets, people just send me this support.
Positividad y esto es el
To be brave, positive, that's football.
Hay que seguir.
We need to continue. This is just one defeat.
Además, una derrota en el Bernabéu y a lo mejor nos
We lost against Real Madrid and we can be knocked out in Europe, but we have to face our reality. There are more titles and more things in play. But I'm always a positive person.
No se engaño, ¿no?
I'm not lying you.
Hola, Marc, usted para Jugones. Decías ahora que si no se ganan títulos, pues habría consecuencias, que lo dijo el presidente, y que entenderías que se pudiese llegar a prescindir.
Well, you have been saying that if you don't win titles, there will be consequences.
¿Te lo ha transmitido el presidente?
No.
O si realmente
The president has talked to you,
que el no ganar títulos podría
and do you think that not winning titles, your era can end?
acabase antes de lo previsto. Y si lo entenderías.
Pues claro.
Of course, I will understand. I just answered to your colleague. That's Barça, and you have to win if you're here. The club has made a big effort. We have to fight for every single title, then of course there are some feelings, but we don't have to lie. Our objective is to win trophies this season.
Roger.
Hola Xavi, bon dia. Roger Torelló de Mundo Deportivo. Donaves abans la recepta per canviar aquesta dinàmica.
Well, you've been explaining how the team can change this dynamic.
Implica sacsejar una mica.
And this also means to make some changes in the lineup.
Sí, algun canvi farem.
Yes, we will make some changes in the lineup. There are some players that have been playing so many minutes. The game against Inter was a big effort also in the Bernabeu. Yes, we will introduce some changes. As always, we always change 3 or 4 changes in each lineup.
Buen día, Xavi. Dominic Pijota, Canal Sportove. ¿Estás de acuerdo que el mayor problema del Barça?
Do you agree that the main problem of FC Barcelona is the mental aspect?
En momentos decisivos, más siempre la duda o indecisivo cuando se abría el espacio para dar pases decisivos o en el momento de ir a presionar.
In the way of pressing, in the way of passing the ball, in the way of shooting. No, I don't really think it was a mental aspect. After being 2-0 down, we scored 2-1 up. We had a clear chance to score the equalizer. Madrid were comfortable defending in their box, but it was a shame because we got the chance to score the equalizer. We also got a chance to score the 1-1 before halftime. They scored the 2-0. Madrid are a great team, European champions and league winners. So if you lose 3-1 against Madrid, you have to continue working hard. Tomorrow there will be another battle, but I don't think the team has a mental problem.
¿Qué tal, Xavi? Bona tarda. Carlos Monfort, en directe pel Twitch de Gigantes. ¿Crees que el Xavi jugador se sentiría cómodo de jugar en este?
Do you think that Xavi as a player will be happy to play in this squad? Absolutely. I try to have the ball in our side. Our midfielders, we need them to touch many balls, to attack, to press well after losing a ball. So mentally we can battle against our rivals. It's the same idea as I was a player, the one I have as a manager. Since Guardiola in the following years, with some changes, but the same idea. I will be happy to play here, yes.
Hola Xavi, buena tarde. Adrián Ragás para el 10 del Barça. Da la sensación que en los últimos partidos el equipo se parte mucho en transición defensiva. No sé qué soluciones has pensado
I don't know if
qué puedes hacer tú.
You have to think about solutions in the way of defending.
En bloque bajo, ¿qué soluciones tienes pensadas?
Hay que ser más agresivo, estar más
We have to be
en la pérdida. Hay que
more aggressive, win more duels in the one-to-one, make more fouls. Of course, we have to improve many situations.
Hola Xavi, buena tarde. Nacho Jiménez de Más que Pelotas. Antes hablabas de los jugadores que pueden sustituir a Busquets, que hay ahora mismo.
You have been talking about some players that can replace Busquets.
Debe ser la posición de Frenkie de Jong en este.
There has always been a debate of which position has to be Frenkie in this team.
Ubicar a Frenkie en esta posición. Quería preguntarte.
I want to ask you if do you think that Frenkie can help the team as a defensive midfielder? In the way we play, I think he is a better player as an attacking midfielder, but at the same time, he's doing it quite well in the defensive aspect. He holds well both centre-backs. He moves forward, has some positive skills in that aspect. And there is another solution there.
¿Qué tal, Xavi? Buena tarde. Guillem Borras, para Iniestazo. Te quería preguntar por los extremos, porque siempre has insistido que son una pieza fundamental.
I wanted to ask you about your wingers.
Al menos desde fuera, da la sensación que tanto
in the last games, it seems that Rafinha and Dembélé haven't been playing
Te quería preguntar
as well as other matches. Have you been talking with them, and if you share this opinion, and if you're going to introduce changes in that positions.
Veremos mañana, pero los extremos también nos hacen mucha cobertura.
Well, they also help a lot in defensive tasks.
A Rafa también le iban dos, iban mucha ayuda.
Two players defending Rafinha. We need to move the ball faster, to play quickly.
Diferentes cosas a mejorar para que
we need to improve other situations.
Como mínimo en igualdad numérica.
Hola Xavi, Artur López de Culemanía. Yo te quería preguntar sobre Ansu Fati, que el pasado domingo volvió a ser protagonista.
I want to ask you about Ansu Fati. He was protagonist in El Clásico.
Que lo caracteriza en el gol de Ferran Torres. ¿Cómo ves su progresión en los entrenamientos? ¿Está cerca el regreso de
We are close to experience again the best version of Ansu Fati. Yes, the other day he played really well. Active, participating in the goal. He also had a chance to equalize. He's training well and he will be important for sure.
Va a ser importante.
Sí, Laura.
Hola Xavi, buena tarde. Patricia Mases de Televisió Espanyola. ¿Cómo está el equipo anímicamente después de las dos derrotas de la semana pasada y cómo estáis trabajando este aspecto?
How are you working the
bien.
mental aspect after this last bad week? We've trained really well. We also enjoyed a day off for disconnect after all what has happened, and I see the team really well. And today, especially, they've trained really well with intensity and with the idea to change this dynamic winning tomorrow.
Gràcies, bona tarda.
Gràcies.